What's up, guys? It's Jason with Overthink Gaming. Today, I want to talk about this awesome device, the Steam Deck. I've had this for several months, and I've held off on talking about it. I think it is time. First thing I gotta say is Valve has been updating this like crazy, and at the making of this video, there were some little quirks in there that I didn't like. Like, there's an on-screen keyboard that you use, and it just wouldn't register. Like, it was horrible. They updated it. Finally, they fixed that. It works great. I haven't had any trouble, whether I'm desktop mode or gaming mode, no trouble. The other thing is I'll make a separate video on the dock. That dock got fixed with the external resolution. Like, if you have it on a 4K TV, this isn't meant for 4K. Even the interface was very sluggish. Like, the UI, like it was bad. So now they have that fixed with the update that just came out. So I'm loving everything about it now. But before I start, I want to just say I'm going to talk about this being the way it comes straight out of the box with Linux. This is a Linux gaming machine. Now, you can add Windows to it and run everything that you want, you know, your Game Pass, all kinds of stuff. You have a really good experience with Windows. But I'm not going to talk about that. That's for, you know, the people that tinker hardcore. And that's what I want to say. First thing, who's this for? It could be for the normal guy, the person who wants to take their gamer, you know, that plays Steam games on PC. They want to take their library wherever, whether it's a living room, whether it's traveling. It's always with you on this portable device. Just, you know, turn it on like a console and it works. And the fact that it's like a console, somebody like my friend Turbo Joe, we call him 1985 because with tech, he doesn't, like with PCs, he's like, oh man, I don't want to mess with all that. And he bought one. And he loves it. So it's for like somebody that just doesn't want to get into PC, maybe is afraid to step into it. This is a good like stepping stone for them to actually play some PC games and get those deals on Steam and get the experience of what it's like to be a PC gamer, at least a little bit. And then it's for, you know, the hardcore people who want to tinker and do some crazy shit. Like, it's for anyone. Most importantly, let's talk about the battery life. Yes, you play something hardcore that's very taxing, a AAA game, you might get an hour and a half worth of battery. Like, to me, like, if you really want to play one of those games, get a dock, plug into a charger. Mostly the people on my channel, we're all adults. Like, how long are you be playing fucking games? Or do you really need to be playing them 5 hours? I guess if you're traveling, but find a fucking plug. And if not, you know, go outside, touch some grass, do something. So I don't think the battery life is bad at all. You can play like games that don't require much. All these indie games for 4 or 5 hours. I don't play games that long. Like, I'll play for like an hour or so. So the battery life to me has been good. I know some people are going to complain about it. If you are, there's options with the Steam Deck. You could go ahead and buy yourself an external battery. You could do anything. The dock, I want to do a video on the dock. I'm going to do one soon. I can't wait to do that video because it's actually pretty awesome. Let's talk about the games you could play. You could play most of your Steam library. Like, there's hardly any games in here that I will have any issues with, unless it's got an anti-cheat or something like that, maybe. But other than that, like, I haven't had any issues. Now, it's going to separate the games into verified, playable, and unsupported. I'll tell you guys, the verified is, to me, awesome because you already know everything's going to work. It got tested from Valve, and everything just plays great. Now, when you get a game that's playable, I've had no issues. Playable either means it's going to need a third-party launcher. It's going to need an on-screen keyboard. It's going to need something. It's really no big deal. All those playable games play. And then the other section, the one that says unsupported, don't even freak out about that, like, at all. If you go to the website ProtonDB and actually search the game, you can probably get the game running that's unsupported. Now, there might be a game like Dragon Ball Kakarot that just plays, even though it says it's unsupported. I was able to play it fine. Now, my friend Jago gave me this game called, he had it left over from his bundle called Crown Trick. I was like, what game is this? It's unsupported. I want to check it out. So I went to the website ProtonDB and saw what they had to say. They told me to use an old Proton version. So I went to my settings, just picked the version that was set, and it played fine. This thing played smooth. I had no issues with it. I was able to play it. Another friend of mine gave me Alien versus Predator. In here, I went to the ProtonDB. It said, you know, go ahead and go and open it through desktop mode. It'll bring up something you gotta close out, like one of those readmes that you gotta close out, and then you gotta change the gamepad, turn it on, and then from there you don't gotta mess with it. You can go into your gaming mode and it'll play fine. I was having fun with this game. This game was actually running really good, no issues. It's an older game. I mean, I didn't expect it not to run good, but it ran good. And that's the thing. Like, don't get afraid of these unsupported games. They're going to work fine. But I'm really impressed, though, for like games that are pretty hardcore. You can play Halo Infinite on this shit. I mean, Halo Infinite runs pretty good. On multiplayer, I was having fun, so it was running pretty smooth. Now, is it going to run like my PC? No, but for being on a handheld, Halo Infinite, like, this is the way I'm going to play it most of the time, because when I go to my PC, it's usually I'm playing other stuff. Like, I don't know, I lost the love for Halo, but just playing it handheld, I've really been enjoying it this way. I finally got around to playing Jedi Fallen Order. I've had this game, I just never played it. And this game actually runs pretty good. It's not going to run at 60 frames, but it's all right. Like, whatever. I kept it down 30 to 30 personally, just so it won't be chugging along. But I had a good experience with this game. Just the fact that I could play it handheld, I was impressed. And that's what this Steam Deck is doing. It's helping me go back to my old library and play those games that are just there. The ones that you buy on sale that are on your backlog that are never going to get played. The Steam Deck will actually give you an opportunity to play because it's so convenient and it's so easy. Now let's talk about emulation. This is an emulation beast. We'll start easy. We'll start talking about Fightcade. Fightcade does run on this, and it runs really, really well. Now there's thousands of games with the Final Burn Neo that just run smooth. You can play these online. Fightcade is awesome. You can play all these old school arcade games online and just have fun. Now, there are limitations to Linux. On Windows, you can play all of them, but you won't be able to play the Flycast and Naomi games. It's fine. I don't care about those games, really. If I wanted to, I'll play those on my PC. It's just a small amount of games. But, hey, Final Burn Neo, that's all that matters for me, and I've really enjoyed Fightcade on here. Now, the other thing are some old school PC games. Now, Outrun 2006 was an abandonware game that I went ahead and snagged, and it runs great on this system. It looks beautiful. It runs so smooth. Outrun is one of my favorite racers. Just the drifting alone on this game is so much fun. If you guys have not played Outrun 2006, also has Outrun 2, make sure you guys get this game. You'll find it in abandonware. It runs smooth. You got to get this for the Steam Deck. Just make sure, you set your settings for the Steam Deck and you'll be fine. Another game was a Mugen game, Street Fighter 1. I know no one cares about this, but this was a remake. It was a remake of a game that nobody likes, but I like, and it plays well with the Steam Deck. I was surprised. I did do a video on my channel of this. Check it out. But hey, I was just happy that this game ran. Next to emulation on arcade games, man, Killer Instinct is my favorite arcade fighting game right now. Right now, I don't know why I'm going through this Killer Instinct shit. I've always loved the game, but I love it like a lot more. It does play really well on the Steam Deck. I was having very good experiences with Killer Instinct. This is a game. Killer Instinct is live. Killer Instinct over everything. So having Killer Instinct on the go is fucking awesome. Another game on here is Blitz. I love Blitz. Being able to play Blitz with all the late hits and everything that the arcade brought you is a lot of fun. And it's a lot more fun on the Steam Deck. I don't know why. I've just really been enjoying Blitz on here. And then let's go with console emulation. Yes, it's going to play all the old school shit. We don't care about that. What a lot of people say, hey, on a Steam Deck, you can play Switch games, which it is true, but there are limitations. I had a lot of bad experiences with a lot of Switch games. A lot of the first party games just ran like shit, but there are some games on there that run actually pretty decent. But as far as Switch emulation, I wouldn't recommend like even messing with it. If you want to get a Switch and mod it, that's fine. But as far as on the Steam Deck, I mean, if you want to tinker with it, whatever. But my experience is like, a lot of the games just like some run, some don't. It's just like messing with all that. I think it's we got to wait a little while till the Yuzu emulator gets a little bit better throughout the years. And then this will be a Switch powerhouse. But right now speaking, it's okay. You can play some Switch games, but don't be thinking you're going to be playing Breath of the Wild, even though some people are playing it on the Wii U version. But on the Switch, nah, you're not going to be playing Mario Odyssey. You can get it to run, but the frame rate is horrible. So other than that, like all the emulation for all the systems you want, oh my God, they run fucking great. You can run PS2, you can run, Xbox, you can run all kinds of shit. I haven't really messed with the consoles too much because the highest I usually go is PS1 and I play everything on my Mister. But what I have tried on here works pretty good, but I just want to throw that out there for people saying, hey, the Switch, you can play every game on the Switch. No, you can't. So the final thing I want to say is this the Switch killer? That's one thing I see everywhere. I guess it's just real easy for people to say this is a Switch killer. And what is my answer? Fuck yes. Because this thing is just like a Switch. Like, you know, it looks like a bigger fucking Switch, but it plays fucking games a lot better. It's a lot more powerful. For me, it is a Switch killer in that. Now, honestly, Nintendo's going to be selling a shitload of systems. Nintendo's going to be fine. I just had to throw that in there just to troll a little bit. But for me, personally, yes, it is. I don't even give a shit about my Switch. It's all about PC gaming, man. Fuck the Switch. Fuck all that Nintendo shit. It's just not for me anymore. And if it's for you, it's fine. I just want to troll, man. I just want to talk shit. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, my impressions on the Steam Deck, yes, it's the shit. I fucking like it. And I plan to make some videos, some more Steam Deck content. So if you're interested in that, make sure you guys sub to the channel. If you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like. And I'll be catching you guys soon. Peace out.